Um, Hi, I am BMJ Art Shop, and this is my digital sketchbook tour of this month. I don't really have anything to say, really. These were my version of Afro Anime's Draw This in Your Art Style of their new mascot, Star. And I was really struggling with picking what to do. I wanted something different. I wanted to actually attempt, since I don't normally do draw this in your art styles, and I honestly don't think I have a specific art style. I'm always very flattered and shocked when people say that I have a unique art style. It feels like I don't have anything of that nature. So I just was attempting what to draw for her. And then I stopped. So I got inspired to draw SpongeBob, and it doesn't show up in here because of Procreate, but I did have several references from PicRef on to the side, and I didn't quite like how anything turned out. So I ended up erasing a lot of it. I actually didn't post any of these. These were some of the dailies. And yeah, I didn't like how he turned out. I didn't even like this one or this one. So I just cut them. This one, I saw this really cute reference on Pinterest, and I just wanted to try it with him because it felt like SpongeBob would be, that kind of character. And you can't tell me that SpongeBob if he was human, he wouldn't be this curly-haired cherub. Even though he's probably SpongeBob's probably 26, 30-year-old man that just acts like a child of some sort. But you can't tell me that he's not. That's SpongeBob. He's annoying enough. He's adorable enough. But yeah, I mean, the man lives in a pineapple by himself, owns a cat, pays his own mortgage. And then off to figure drawing. I've been doing this a lot lately to, one, warm up, but then two, really learn anatomy. And I've been lately doing only 30 seconds. And I've also been doing not backspacing and using pen or an ink tool in Procreate, because I wish to get better at my inking, and I know one of them is to, have better strokes, or more confident strokes rather than sketchy. So this is the beginning of the giveaway for Tiana and Naveen, and I like it, but I don't like it. I like the drawing, but the coloring part I'm stuck on. You'll see that later. It's just, I haven't figured out exactly how to do the coloring to my liking yet. so yeah, I just continue to do all of these figures for about 20-30 minutes of 30 seconds. This is the day where I wanted to draw animals. I really wanted to do a backyardigans picture, even though it was not picked as the giveaway. But I love this artist's art style of painting animals. I completely forgot who this artist is, but I'll put it in the description. I was initially going to use Pablo as my daily, but I ended up drawing Chica and Kickin' Chicken from Poppy's Playtime. I don't have to, state who Chica is. We all know who Chica is. And then I drew Catnap, but I didn't like how his turned out because of the anatomy. So I just ended up posting Chica and Kickin' Chicken for the daily, which I actually am very proud of this one. This is one of the few drawings that I really, really like, even though it's like incomplete. But I like most of my incomplete. I think you guys do too. I went back to the Tiana and Naveen painting, fixed the layout because I really just put the heads in of the other Disney princesses and princesses as placeholders, and really just having them in there, having them done so I didn't have to rework on them again. And this is when I start coloring Naveen and Tiana. This is where all the hiccups started, and that's why I haven't touched that picture since. So this is when I start drawing Yami from Yu-Gi-Oh! A legend, an icon, all that good stuff. And I really like this picture. I feel like younger me would have been super proud of this picture. Like, this is like one of those pictures that I always attempted as a kid to draw. When I was drawing Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, and I just like it. This was what I was trying to figure out what to do with dailies, and I ended up landing on drawing Megan Thee Stallion's Tina Snow as Snow White. And I didn't have that much time that day, but I really wanted to put something. I don't think I draw I draw fast, but I don't think I paint fast. And I feel like if I rush things, it doesn't look good. but I want to be able to paint faster. And I have to get back to this drawing because I actually do like it, and you guys seem to like it too. So this is when I started working on Miles versus Miguel. This is when I started thumbnails and the beginning part of the sketching process before I paint. That way I don't have as much work that I have to do later on. This is back to the daily. As you can see, I just hop around. If I'm not feeling something, I'm not feeling something, and then I'll find something new real quick, and then I'll go back to it. I may not post it if I go back to it, but I'll go back to it. I really liked how this one turned out, from the lighting, the sketching. I did look up some references because of the muscles on the rib cage. I forgot what that's called. Not the abs, but the one on the sides. I had to pull up a photo of what they look like, the part that looks like little W's. That way that, you know, it looks as accurate as possible. Picture from the lighting, from the effects, even though it's not complete, I like it. So this is for the second painting that I'm working on for the summer, which is Hobie. And I know I have to have a Hobie painting. I can't not. He's a fan favorite after Miguel. And I know that I have to, if I draw him, I have to make it work. And I can't paint this man for the life of me. I think I've only painted one good picture of him. So that's something I gotta work on. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had been, at this point, I had been looking at likelihood arts stuff a lot, and you can see the influence a little from the hair, from the eyes, and how the portrait is a little bit. I was really inspired by her work. Her work is so colorful and so clean, and I was inspired, but I also don't want to get too close to another person's art style because that's their artistic DNA. But I didn't like it. It looked like I was trying to do a knockoff of her work. It looked like I was the Dollar General version of her. I don't know, Walmart. No, I was the Great Value to her Safeway. So this time I wanted to put actual effort into the giveaway picture, or not the giveaway, my bad, the draw this in your art style of Star. And I finally saw a reference photo that I really liked, and it was on a motorcycle of all things. So I decided to draw that, especially because I haven't drawn vehicles in a long time. I rarely draw vehicles. I used to draw Transformers, like Michael Bay Transformers, all the time when I was like in the 9th grade, but I haven't done it as much since with drawing technical stuff. And so I thought I'd give it a try, and wow, I should not have picked it on something of a contest, but it was quite fun. I really learned a lot from this. I'll get back to that because I'm just hopping all over the place. So this was the Megan Thee Stallion daily. I really liked her pose in Hiss, where she is wearing the Tina Snow, Draco Malfoy slick back look, and I decided to turn that into her Snow White look. So to get ready for the star painting, I started studying bikes, but I was still having problems. So I looked up a modern day James tutorial that he had on bikes, and I learned so much from there that I translated that with the perspective box to the actual bikes that I was seeing. And I learned so much from the bike with how they operated or how things were connected that it was definitely easier for me to draw the bike for Star. And now I'm taking what I had learned of drawing the bikes and applying them and seeing what I liked and what I didn't like on the bike and making it better, noticing the technical parts and using different brushes for metal. I decided to, amp it up a little bit. I knew from the get-go I wanted this to be a Sailor Moon bike. I really wanted it to have stickers and stuff. I wanted her to have the helmet that looked like Serena or Usagi, however you want to call her. I do wish I had moved the placement of the helmet underneath her chin, like she was leaning on the helmet. this is when I am working on today's baby. I really wanted to draw Rick and Morty. And I started with Summer, and I didn't warm up, and I didn't have any time, and I didn't like any of them. So I ended up turning her into Linda Belcher, who is iconic. And I wanted to add Luis in there, another like visual, but by the time I ended up finishing the sketch, it was already time to post. So I wasn't quite able to make it to where I wanted it to be, but hey, that happens. I try not to get stuck on that anymore, but I do hope you guys enjoy viewing the sketchbook video and liking the voiceover. Let me know if you want me to do this again. Okay, bye.